Letting go is a phrase that's frequently mentioned, often as if it were merely a casual decision that you could make with a quick gesture. Like flipping a switch while enjoying your morning coffee. However, those who have truly faced the need to release something or someone emotionally gripping know that it is far from simple. It's akin to unraveling a complex knot that has been tied over many years, maybe even decades, where each attempt to pull seems to tighten rather than loosen it. Letting go can feel like an insurmountable task, especially when your mind and heart are at odds, each clinging tightly to what once was, what might have been, or what you wish could still be. The difficulty lies not in the physical act of letting go, but in releasing the emotional, mental, and spiritual connections that bind you to a past that no longer benefits you. The truth is, the past, with its myriad memories, promises, and regrets, has already slipped through your grasp. What you're holding on to now isn't the past itself, but its lingering weight, the phantom pain of what once was. This is the crux of the problem. You're clinging to an illusion, yet the pain feels incredibly real. You may have been advised to let go in various situations, perhaps after a heart-wrenching breakup, the loss of a job, or a betrayal by someone you deeply trusted. The phrase, "let it go," can often sound empty or even annoying, particularly when you're in the midst of pain. How does one let go of something that has become a part of their identity, that has shaped who they are today? This is the complexity of letting go. You must release something that has woven itself into the fabric of your being, and yet, this very act of release is what ultimately sets you free. Letting go doesn't mean erasing memories or pretending that events never occurred. It doesn't mean you accept what happened to you as just or fair, nor does it mean that your emotions weren't valid. On the contrary, letting go involves honoring your feelings, acknowledging the impact of the past, and then deciding not to let it dictate your present or future. It's about saying, yes, this happened, and yes, it hurt, but it no longer has the power to define me. The journey of letting go often begins with the painful realization that what you're holding on to is not benefiting you. It might even be causing you harm. Holding on to something or someone that is no longer present or shouldn't be can be compared to gripping a thorny branch. The tighter you hold on, the more you bleed. Yet, despite the pain, the idea of letting go can be terrifying, because the branch, thorny as it is familiar. It's what you know, and sometimes the pain you know feels safer than the uncertainty of what lies ahead. Life has a way of nudging, sometimes even pushing us towards growth, and growth often requires us to release what no longer aligns with who we are becoming. Visualize, for a moment, a tree in autumn. Its leaves, once vibrant and green, start to wither and change color before eventually falling to the ground. The tree does not resist this process. It doesn't cling to the leaves that have reached the end of their cycle. Instead, it releases them, trusting that new growth will emerge in the spring. This natural cycle serves as a powerful metaphor for our own lives. There are times when we must shed the old to create space for the new, even when it is challenging. Letting go is a decision made in the quiet of your soul. It is a choice to loosen the grip on what no longer serves you, whether that's a person, a career, a dream, or even an outdated version of yourself. But making the decision is merely the first step. The true work lies in the daily practice of letting go. This practice involves self-compassion, understanding that healing is a process requiring time and patience. There will be days when you feel like you're making progress, only to be blindsided by a surge of grief or anger. That's okay. Healing isn't linear, and neither is letting go. It's a journey, not a destination. One of the toughest aspects of letting go is accepting that you might never receive the closure you think you need. Sometimes, the apologies you deserve will never be offered. Sometimes, the explanations you seek will remain elusive, leaving you to grapple with unanswered questions. However, closure doesn't come from others, it comes from within. It comes from your decision to stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to move forward. Forgiveness is often a crucial element in the process of letting go. Forgiveness isn't about excusing the behavior of others or pretending that what happened was acceptable. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment and anger. When you forgive, you're not letting the other person off the hook. You're letting yourself off the hook. You're releasing the past's hold on you, allowing yourself to step into a future not weighed down by bitterness. Forgiving others can be challenging, but what often proves even more difficult is the act of forgiving oneself. We tend to hold on to guilt, shame, and self-blame long after others have moved on. Letting go means releasing the harsh judgments you have placed on yourself. As you navigate this journey of letting go, it is essential to stay anchored in the present moment. The past is gone, and the future has yet to arrive. All you have is now. When your mind begins to wander back to what was or what might have been, gently guide it back to what is. Focus on the here and now, on the breath you are taking, on the life unfolding before you. The present moment is where healing takes place, where transformation begins. To anyone struggling with letting go, know that you are not alone. It's a difficult, often painful process, but it is also one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself. It's a gift you give yourself, a declaration that you deserve peace, happiness, and a life not defined by what you've lost, but by what you have the potential to gain. I hope you enjoyed this reflection,